Hi, I'm Kathy Ekdahl. I'm a certified personal trainer. The name of my business is Personal Best Personal Training, but I'm here for golfgirls.com. I'm also a Titleist certified golf fitness instructor, and I'm really excited to show you a few very important stretches that you should do after your golf game. Now, we know that we should warm up, and I've shown you some wonderful warm-ups on previous videos, but what do you do after your golf game? Perhaps you just head to the 19th hole. Maybe you jump in your car and drive 45 minutes home. How do you feel when you leave the car after you're driving home from a golf game? I bet you're pretty stiff. You know, we take for granted that golf is a slow game, an easy game, but it really isn't. You're swinging the club maybe 100 times, maybe more in a round, especially if you're taking practice swings. That's a lot of stress on the muscles and the tendons and the ligaments. So we want to give the muscles, tendons, and ligaments a little bit of love after our golf game, and that's greatly going to reduce your risk of injury and your pain. So here, I'm at home. I've just come home from my golf game. We'll just pretend that. These are also things that you could do on the course itself before you head into the locker room. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down on a bench like this. Now, you could also do this in the golf cart. You could do it on a bench as you're heading into the pro shop, whatever works for you. And you're going to start with a very tall body, shoulders relaxed, and we're going to come into a seated twist. So here, my hips and knees will stay forward, and I'm just going to twist my whole body to the side. Now in this twist, I'm taking my hand, pressing it against my thigh, and holding on to the chair in the back to give myself a little more leverage. Now, I also like to do this before golf because this is all about shoulder turn. Now, one way that you know that you have decent flexibility through your upper back and your shoulders is if when you turn, the back shoulder is directly behind you. That's really how much turn you need in your golf swing. So again, I'm going to come here, and generally when I'm doing these stretches, I might hold it for 15 seconds to 30 seconds. It's not uncommon when people do that stretch that they get tightness and spasm in through here. So if that happens, just release, let it relax, and then try it again. So we know that golf is a game of upper back rotation or thoracic rotation and hip rotation. So those are the two body parts that are going to take quite a bit of strain. Now we're going to work on your hips a little bit. So sitting as tall as you can, you're going to cross one leg over the other. I'm really concentrating on staying tall. When your hips are tight, it will pull you like this. We never want to execute any stretch with a rounded back. The only stretch that you might execute with a rounded back is something like cat in a yoga routine or a yoga class. So here I'm very, very tall. I'm not pressing too hard on this leg, but I'm feeling it all through my hip and my glutes. Now I'm going to switch to the other leg. I'm going to cross one leg over the other. I find the older I get, the tighter I get, and that's a problem. So we really need to focus on these stretches. And here, again, my spine is very, very tall, and I'm gently pushing on this knee because it feels okay for me. I don't want you to do it if it doesn't feel okay for you. So we've twisted the upper back. We've also worked on moving and rotating the hips. I'm going to stand up now and show you a couple standing poses that you can do, standing stretches for after your golf game. So here I have a golf club, and oftentimes I will use my golf club for balance, but you can also use a chair for balance if you'd like to. The way that I would use my golf club for balance is that I would ground it here and then use it for any additional balancing, for example here. That's a great stretch. So I'm pressing on the butt of the golf club. I'm pulling my heel into my buttocks here. If your thighs are very tight, this is a hard stretch. Let me show you the other side. Again, if your thighs are tight, be careful with this one, okay? This is, on this side for me, it's my bad knee. I have a lot of swelling in my knee, so you can see it's not as great a stretch here, okay? But I'm trying to pull my heel into my butt, and I'm lengthening through the front of the hip. So we'll put the golf club down now because I've got my bench or my golf cart or the chair as you head into the clubhouse. And I'm going to take one foot and place it on the chair. The first thing you'll notice is my back is perfectly straight. And with my hand here, with support, I'm going to hip hinge. And now I'm getting the entire back of the leg. Notice I'm not doing this. That's one of the biggest mistakes I see. What I want you to do is hip hinge, push your hips out back, keep your chest open. This bears a lot of resemblance to your golf address, doesn't it? So imagine if I were just addressing the ball, I would push my hips back, I would keep my chest open, okay? So we're lengthening the hamstring muscle group right through here. Now, as I've mentioned on previous videos and in previous workshops, women are often very flexible here. So you don't have to kill yourself with this stretch. We might have other stretches which are more important, like the heel to butt thigh stretch. So again, chest is up. I'm gently leaning forward until I feel my decent amount of stretch. The last thing what you might want to do, and whether you do it sitting or standing is up to you, is to just stretch your chest muscles. So grabbing the hands here, I'm going to squeeze and pull back. Notice that I'm opening the chest and squeezing the upper back. Many times when we have pain from golf, we tend to want to do this, when in reality, that's the same movement that probably caused the pain. So we want to do the opposite, which is open up our chest like this. So those are a few stretches that you can try before you go into the clubhouse. You could do them on the course before you get into your car to drive home, or you could, like me, come all the way home and do these stretches. They're very important for reducing pain and preventing injury. So this is Kathy Ekdahl for golfgirls.com and Personal Best Personal Training. I hope you enjoyed this series of stretches and have a great golf game this year.